Hi, Jenny. So sorry that my kids have been sick so that we can't meet, but I wanted to share with you what I had in mind for an early childhood education program to see if you're interested in maybe homeschooling our kids together. The mission statement for our early childhood education program would be to create a better tomorrow. We believe that students need to inquire and be involved in the learning process. We'll provide a learning experience unprecedented by any other. In our program, students will learn Chinese, science, art, reading, and how to utilize technology while exploring museums and worshiping God. How cool would that be? Our mission would be to bring our kids closer to Jesus, and we're going to fill them with a sense of purpose like no other. Research shows that when kids give, they're actually happier. That giving as a kid and volunteering as a kid promotes civic responsibility and giving and volunteering as adults. We would really be encouraging kids to be better people, and that's the program I really wanted to build with you. The program that I would want to build with you would be for kids to encourage kids to gain self-respect and a passion for learning. And we can make it so fun, so interactive, unrestricted, and free for kids to explore, play, and imagine. The sixth major learning intended outcome for the program I imagined would be the number one priority for the kids to develop a relationship with Jesus and be filled with a sense of purpose. And to, along with that, have a curiosity and passion for learning. I want them to be able to develop social skills and ethical responsibility, and to demonstrate responsible emotional behavior and be able to name their emotions, and to develop physical skills and personal hygiene and understand and use basic confidence skills. I've compiled, so each of these links that I'm going to send you are lesson plans. The Fruit of the Spirit lesson plan is the coolest lesson plans ever. There's object lessons like no other. Then you shake up a bottle and it's a science experiment, and it's to teach self-control. I did that with Nico, and it was so much fun, and he learned so much. Like when he says his prayers, he goes, God, please give me the Holy Spirit so that I could have self-control. It's just the cutest, and he's learned so much from all of these Fruit of the Spirit lessons, and I feel like that would be so cool to incorporate in our program. The LC Life Kids preschool videos are another thing that I do with Nico and Annika, and it's just so much fun, and it's so engaging. And I do a Christian Just Dance with the kids every day, and it's something that we can just reinforce at home. And I imagine it would predominantly be in English with reinforcement in Chinese. The science, I would imagine, would mostly be in English, mostly be in Chinese and reinforced in English. And I compiled a playlist of all the cool science experiments we can do with the kids that would match with things like the aquariums and Thanksgiving Point, the venues that we have available near us. Like imagine kids learning about feathers and floating feathers, and then we go to the farm and they actually see a duck. And imagine them learning about wind and air pressure and going to the Museum of Natural Curiosity and exploring the wind tunnels. I just imagine a really, really cool learning experience. Well, they're learning Chinese, and the field trips would be done in Chinese. I would take them and speak Chinese to them throughout the whole process. So Chinese is kind of a side effect of learning to have a positive learning attitude and be curious about the world. I want the kids to develop social skills and ethical responsibility. And I have found Daniel the Tiger to be really, really awesome. I figure we would have a daily give activity where we could go out, and I would just have the kids pick up trash and recycle, or we could collect blankets for the homeless, but we could really encourage kids to just be responsible citizens. And we would do preschool appropriate service projects with the kids every day. And I found a whole bunch of Daniel the Tiger lessons that really will teach the kids to respect similarities and differences, treat others with kindness and fairness. And we can do books and object lessons with this. I imagine that would be both in English and Chinese. And in this, I figure we can create a program in both Chinese and English where our kids can bring in show and tell, and they can present to each other. through modeling. And through modeling, we would teach them how to deal with their emotions and name their emotions. I found so many cool things on Daniel the Tiger. Chow Hu is a completely Chinese show, and it teaches them about emotions. And Sesame Street is really awesome. There's a playlist that you could show to baby Gabriel. And I figure the physical skills and the personal hygiene can mostly be done in Chinese because it's simple enough that the kids can pick up on that. And we could bake like really healthy treats. We can make healthy food and nutritious meals, and I could teach them about the hygienes. Like we can do field trips to the dentist's office and doctor's office. I imagine I have a whole bunch of physical movements that I made a playlist that can be incorporated in English, and Chinese songs and dances that would be really cool. Kelly can translate for Gabriel. And the sensory integration program is a Gandra program that is research based, and it incorporates the all of our senses, and it teaches kids to just be able to, through movement, manage their emotions and develop better physical and personal hygiene. And it's a really cool program that I would like to incorporate with our kids. And understand and use basic concept and skills. The program would foster phonological and phonemic awareness of the English language. I predominantly taught Nico how to use. He now recognizes all his sounds and vowels, and it was just from watching these shows and blending. And he has learned a lot through all of these videos, and I don't show the video a lot because research actually shows that whenever you're present and you're watching a video in the background, you talk to the kids a lot less, and so it's actually hinders their development, even though it's an educational video. But like whenever I cannot be with the kids, like when I'm with Annika and I can't be with Nico, he is learning. And that's just something I've compiled and came up with because there's always an hour or two a day where I can't be there talking to Nico, and he's always learning something. I figure this can be based on the Montessori method, and it's a really, really cool method of teaching kids how to learn by creating an enriched learning environment. How I've done that is I've taped up letters around the house so that even Annika, she's pointing to the letters and I'm saying the sounds. And it's also like really cool where the puzzles that they play with is easily accessible to the kids. And I've come up with a couple YouTube videos that are just really awesome for us to watch and to learn. I'm so open to new ideas. This is just something I've come up with to help Nico and Annika, but I am so open to new ideas because you are by far the best mom I've ever seen, and I just want to learn from you. But these are the ideas that I've come up with, and I hope you share your ideas too.